getting the nod on the mound, Kevin Gausman.
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Andy Pajes leading things off and takes a strike. Fought off foul. Next pitch misses way outside.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you can get hurt.
Struck him out looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him off. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. His second home run of the series, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. This one in the air. Guerrero snags it for the second out. Let's check out the lineup. Here's what they came up with for Game 1 of the World Series, Singy.
Yeah, they're hoping they piece together a winner. Historically speaking, the team that wins this opening game more often than not goes on to win the World Series. Today is a day to come storming out of the gates.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the veteran shortstop, Mookie Betts. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road. Stakes are high. Energy in the ballpark. And you help to quiet that down a little bit.
Turns and fires to Betts. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Mookie Betts down on strikes. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 1-0. This is the World Series on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and the right-hander with the good curveball, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Bottom of the first, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate.
Designated hitter, George Springer.
That one fouled off. And that is out of play. That misses the zone, and a count 1-2. gets a piece and stays alive. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Smith gathers, throws, and it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike.
Batting second, left
Now the
fielder,
left fielder,
Nathan
Lucas.
Lucas.
A little bit high maybe, and it's 1-0. One out, base is empty. And another ball. There's a strike. And a foul ball. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
There's a swing and a drive. That one hops against the fence. The throw into second. Not in time. He's safe.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Tap foul at the plate. Tying run in scoring position here in Game 1 of the World Series. And a foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Man at second. Goes down looking.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Fastball for a strike. And takes low for ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Lucas on at second with 2 down. On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond, and Bichette is retired. And that is that. Blue Jays held in check. They're down 1-0. Game 1 of the World Series.
Leading off for the
and
Dodgers,
here's the veteran
right
outfielder,
fielder,
Teoscar Hernandez. Gausman back to work. Out front, rip foul. Inside. And the count even 1-1. James Kingsley, our plate umpire. Consistent, as you mentioned, and maybe a little generous on the edges. Next offering is in for a strike. That's a little bit low. And that's a fair ball.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out
Third
front and
baseman,
ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Muncy to hit. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Gausman measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker. And that misses. 1-1. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Varsho flashes the leather on the running catch.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Kike Hernandez at the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Man at first, one away. Way out front for strike 2. Next pitch is downstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Jays nothing. Back now in Toronto, bottom of the inning. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
Here's a bit of a scouting report on Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He's athletic, has elite flexibility, kind of like you, Boog. He's got good strength, an ultra-fast arm, and exceptional movement patterns. He's tough on hitters, that's for sure.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Cut on and missed. Curveball struck him out. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Alejandro Kirk stands in here, takes ball 1 low. One down, base is empty. just missed.
2 ball, 1 strike.
In the air, left field, down the line, and a foul ball. And a swing and a miss there. Smith gathers, throws, got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you,
Batting
and
seven.
your interpretation
Right
is here
fielder,
comes a fastball
Addison
again. Well, it
Barker.
never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
So digging in, Addison Barker. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
No ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. That is strike 2. 2 outs, base is empty. That's a base hit.
Batting 8th, third baseman.
2
Ernie
outs,
Clement.
runner at first. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Game 1 of the World Series here tonight, and all he's hoping is that the success that he's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to have fun. The performance has been outstanding, and why should it stop now?
How do they cool him off?
Well, they're going to be extremely careful with him. I doubt he's going to get much to hit today, but when he does, be careful because he can hit it a long way.
2 outs. And that's a little high. And that's down and away. Andres Jimenez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The pitch. Fastball for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
That's in there. And a full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed
Batting
and
ninth,
walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the
Andres
fastball.
Jimenez.
First and second, 2 outs. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. In there at the knees. Strike 1. First and second, 2 down. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a count 1 and 2. And just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Fastball is outside. So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if he can find some open grass in the outfield.
In the air out to center. Pulls it in on the run. And that will end the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And we're back.
Leading off
Top half
for
of the
the Dodgers,
third inning.
center
Here's the center
fielder,
fielder,
Tommy
Tommy Edman. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That K is his third of the game.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come
Batting
across,
ninth,
especially in
second
terms of
baseman,
movement.
Miguel
I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. There's a strike.
0-1.
Slider misses outside. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Still able to get it there in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Next is the designated hitter, Andy Pajes. Went down on strikes his first time through. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. And another ball. Clips the corner. Now 2 balls and a strike.
No, that's high.
Will Smith would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Okay.
And they'll do it again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Now
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. He's already homered in this game. And that is downstairs. Ball 1. Pajes off of first with 2 away. Next pitch is outside. On the ground to third. Fires over to Guerrero. And that is the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Jays nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. Here's George Springer to start it off.
Well, Boog, the story's been told that Yamamoto's bag of tricks is an actual bag that he carries around. Inside the bag, he keeps a yoga mat, wooden blocks, tiny soccer balls, and mini javelins. He uses all of that just for his warm-up routine. Yamamoto's warm-up includes doing headstands and walking on his palms. He uses blocks to work on body positioning, hurls mini soccer balls into a wall to warm up his arm, and then heads to the field to throw mini javelins. I don't think anyone else is stealing his pregame routine anytime soon.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And a good start to the inning. So up next, Nathan Lucas. Doubled his first time up. Yamamoto picks over, and Springer's in there safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Tying run is at first here in Game 1 of the World Series. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field, and it's caught for the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Caught looking his first time up. Called strike right there.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Swing and a foul out of play. Oh, 0-2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The next pitch misses, and it's 1-2.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Grounded out his first time. Cut on and lifted in the air. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. First and second, 2 outs. And now Dalton Varsho. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Hernandez ranging back, drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. 1 runs in there. He's safe, and a 2-1 ball game now.
No, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. 0 for 1 so far. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Fouled off. He was late. Chopped out towards short. Whips it to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching the World Series on the show. Back here at Rogers Center, all set for the start of the inning. And the batter now, Freddie Freeman. Fastball for a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Mookie Betts. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. In there for strike one. Freeman gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that one is lifted in the air. It gets down a base hit. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
A couple of singles back to back. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. And next for LA, Teoscar Hernandez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Just missed. That's inside, and it's 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Up and in. They're now 3-1.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And fouled off.
A little tardy on that fastball. He's going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
And a 3-2. On the outside corner. Got him looking.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside. And as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Here's Max Muncy. He's 0 for 1. Pitch is in there, and that is strike one.
One strike.
Two on, 1 out. Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And there's 2 away.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Here's Kike Hernandez. He hit into a double play his first time up. Strike one to Kike Hernandez. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Tying run in scoring position. Top half of inning number 4. Pitch misses there. 1-2 to count.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Bottom of the fourth.
Leading
Now it's the right
off for
fielder,
the Jays,
Addison Barger.
Right fielder, Addison Barger.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Boog, if you can set up a good two-strike splitter with a fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And the postseason success continues for him.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Foul ball there. The shortstop takes the ball. The other way. Nice grab.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
So the lineup flips over, and the batter is George Springer, 1 for 2. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Clement, the runner at first with 2 gone. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes. That's the ball.
In the dirt, blocked.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Shoots a line drive single into right center. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Now batting left fielder,
So up next, Nathan Lucas. First pitch, and he just misses. Up the middle. They take the force out, and the inning is over. Game 1 of the World Series. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Tommy Edman.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game one. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
Just off the outside edge, and that's ball one.
You know, these Dodgers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Fouled off left side. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Fastball is outside. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And up next for Los Angeles, Miguel Rojas. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Gausman throws over. Edman back on a dive. Tying run is at first here in game one of the World Series. And that misses. And the count now 2-0. And that one fouled off. 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Fights it off. He'll see another. That pitch just misses the inside corner, and now it's 3-2. Swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Next is the Dodger DH, Andy Pajes. Fought off foul. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Outside low, and a count 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Slice to right, down the line, and it's foul. The Jays leading by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next pitch misses, and it's 3-2.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Ground ball could be 2. Over to Michelle. Throw sails over his head at first. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Now batting, catcher Will Smith.
Will Smith will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. And that's a little bit high. Ball one. Two outs. And it's strike two.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And there's a ball.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that'll do it. No runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the fifth coming up. Blue Jays 2 and the Dodgers 1. Back now in Toronto. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladdy in his 6th season, 25 years old, and he was born in Canada. And there's a foul ball. There's a swing and a miss.
0-2. One ball, two strike.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Next offering is downstairs. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Yoshinobu Yamamoto will depart. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching for
New
Los
pitcher
Angeles.
now, Shohei
Number
Ohtani.
17.
Pretty tight game, so they're
Shohei
looking for quality
Ohtani.
pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. And that misses. 1-0. That's out to center field. Edman in position. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. That one in there across the letters. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Number 86 appears to be getting loose. Number 80 also getting ready. Guerrero stands at first with one out. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
And that one almost got him.
Two.
Outside corner, got him looking. And now the catcher comes up to him. Alejandro Kirk. 0-2 in this one. Ball one there. And that one fouled off. Fastball is outside. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swung on, belted. And it hits the fence. Coming home, the relay to the plate. There's the tag, they get him, and that's the inning. One left for Toronto. They lead it 2-1. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now, Freddie Freeman. Tap foul at the plate. Freeman hits it in the air. Lucas under it. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts now. That one's in there, 0-1. Activity in the bullpen. Brendan Little, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Dominguez warming up as well. The Dodgers down by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next pitch is outside. That one way inside.
Ball. 3 balls. 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
And that's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
Hernandez swings through it for strike one.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Next offering is down low.
Almost 100 pitches through 5 1/3 innings. I'm thinking he's probably done in the next couple of batters.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Drops into the glove. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Kevin Gausman makes way, gave him a good effort as he exits with a lead. And we'll have a new pitcher when we come back.
Now pitching.
Number
for the Blue
68
Jays.
taking over on the mound.
Number
And
68.
this is an important part of this game.
Mason
Tight score and
Duarte.
still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. So far, the playoffs have not been kind to him, but tonight, a chance to start anew.
So much of this game is mental. He's just got to tell himself, I'm here. I worked hard all year. Go out, have fun, trust your ability.
You know, Singy, there's some people that say they feel more pressure actually in the league championship series than the World Series because they know this. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay.
Well, things that lead to big innings other than hits or home runs are, of course, walks and errors. Free base runners, and they've been gifted with both so far this inning. And that will make any manager in the dugout just stew
Now
a little
batting,
bit, and I'm
left
sure
fielder,
he is right
PK
now.
Hernandez.
First and second, 2 outs. Hernandez digs in now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1
Betts
strike.
at second. Muncy at first. 2 out of the inning. Next offering upstairs. And that one fouled off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
3-2.
That's a really good take.
Tommy Edman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one is absolutely belted. And it stays fair. 1 runs in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. And he's out.
Yeah, on the tag.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. We are tied 2-2. Bottom of the 6th. And now the right fielder, Addison Barger. Ohtani back to work. There's a strike at the knees.
Well, these Jays really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Ah, that hit him.
I got him.
And the
Take him in.
leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Ernie Clement,
Okay.
the next to
For
hit.
the Blue Jays,
And he's
third
also
baseman,
single.
Ernie Clement.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
With the go-ahead run at first, here in the bottom of the 6th. Ripped into left center for a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Nice
Now
line
batting,
drive to the pull
shortstop,
side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it
Jimenez.
nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Andres Jimenez now at the plate. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0.
No strike.
And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. First and second here, no outs.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in
Now
this
batting,
one. Here's George Springer. Golden opportunity right here.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
First pitch just misses.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Two strike.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With two strikes you're looking to protect, and
Now
halfway to the
batting,
plate, you
left
know you're
fielder,
committed, and you know you're going to have no
Nathan
chance of
Lucas.
touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 3. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Now the 0-1. Rips one to right. And that's a fair ball. One runs in. The second run scores. Around third. Head for a slide, and he's safe. It's 5-2.
Man, that's a huge 3 RBI double in a spot where they really needed it. It's always fun to see a double rip down the line. That one just barely stayed fair, so that was a good call by the umpire. He was all over it.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the bullpen. Ohtani will depart, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
They
Los
hand the ball
Angeles,
over to a new arm,
number 80, Emmett Sheehan.
And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Man at second. Breaking ball misses down and away. Out to short. Now a jump throw, and very nicely done for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Bichette.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Bichette.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs. if you're going to get out of here with a win.
That's off the inside corner. Ball one. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Number 86, the left-hander, up and throwing. Trying it, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Swing and a base hit. Lucas around third. The throw's offline. He's safe. It's 6-2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Against good pitchers, you've got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch. Bichette leads off first with 2 down to the inning. The next offering misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Foul ball. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there, and it hits the fence. Bichette around third and headed home. Now a relay to the plate. Tag, not in time. He scores. It's 7-2.
Back-to-back base hits. Just about got it out of here down the line to left. So I'm sure he wishes he could have put a little more behind it, but he's got to feel good about that missile off the wall.
So runner at second, 2 down. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
He swings and fouls one off. Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Runner at second, 2 down. And that's a base hit. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
So a man at first. And next for Toronto, Addison Barger. That one drilled left field. Hernandez going back, pulls it in on the warning track. So in the end, 10 come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. On to the 7th here in game 1. It's the Blue Jays 8 and the Dodgers 2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Shane Bieber.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty
Now
low leverage
pitching
appearance
for
for
the
him,
Blue
so
Jays.
he should be fairly free
Number
and easy out
57.
there. Still have to keep yourself
Shane
sharp and attack the
Bieber.
strike zone.
Tommy Edman at the
Leading off for the
plate. He is
Dodgers,
struck out
center
and
fielder,
he is
Tommy
walked.
Edman.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Popped up. Bichette. And he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Miguel Rojas.
And next for LA, Miguel Rojas. close, but called a ball. And that's ball one.
Ball. No strike.
That one lifted to left. Lucas ranging into the alley. Tracks it down for the out. Out number 2.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
That one out to right. Barker makes the catch, and that's the 3rd out. And we're back. Bottom of the 7th, down to third baseman, Ernie Clement.
Ernie Clement.
And that drops in for a strike. And he takes a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
You know, Brug, you often think a slider is more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Jimenez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of game 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Off the mark there. Now 1-2.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Stays alive. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Springer stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Hernandez makes the grab on the run. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now the number 2 hitter, Will Smith. Strike one. That misses, and it's 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Varsho moving under it, makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Next to the dish is Freddie. And first offering is fouled off. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. One down, base is empty. Fastball is outside. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Good eye right there. Fights it off, he'll see another. And it remains 2-2. Now one missed. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Betts stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Varsho has this one sized up and makes the play, and that's out number 3.
Now pitching for
So
Los
the Dodgers
Angeles.
have a new arm on the mound, number 86.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Now here is
Leadoff
Nathan
for
Lucas.
Toronto, left fielder Nathan Lucas.
Checks a swing. Appeal down to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Ground ball right side. On to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Now batting, the first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. Just missed. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Will Klein up and throwing. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. The 1-1 is fouled off. The Blue Jays up big in this one here in Game 1 of the World Series. And now the count is even. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. And Guerrero is set down.
Now batting, second baseman, Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette will hit next. And that is out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They lead at 8-2.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Blue
It's the
Jays.
top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound.
63.
Braden Fisher. Here's Teoscar
Leading off
Hernandez.
for the Dodgers, right fielder Teoscar Hernandez.
First pitch misses. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-1.
And that is cut on and missed. And it's 1-2.
1 ball. 2 strike.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That's to third. Clement slings to first, and Hernandez is out.
Now batting, third baseman Max Muncy.
And now it's Max Muncy. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1-2.
Well, you know this guy wants a pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
And there's a ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here are the late stages of game 1. And that skips into dirt. That one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. 1 gone, runner at first. Here's Kike Hernandez. And first offering is fouled off. And the slider just misses. Muncy leads off first with 1 away. Battling here as he fouls it away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Tap back up the middle. Jimenez. There's one on the run. Throw to first. And that is the ball game.
Very composed play from the shortstop position right there. I mean, that was a perfect decision. Go ahead, take it yourself, get to second, and then fire to first. Make sure you get those 2 outs.